Hey guys, I want to talk about the LC9 magazine disconnect removal. I did this when I was installing the new magazine latch into this, and was surprisingly easy and went very smoothly, and I'm very happy with the results. Very happy. I can't believe what a difference it makes in the trigger. Now what I found was with this trigger back in the day was as I pulled it towards the rear, it seemed to almost bind up a little bit towards the back, and it took a very big amount of pressure, and it seemed to break kind of abruptly. It was kind of a hard break, and then it would snap back a little bit. And I just gotten used to it, and I was accurate enough with it anyway. I'm used to, a lot of my guns have pretty rough triggers, so it didn't really bother me that much, and I was pleased with the accuracy and all that. So, but when I had it open, I decided why not. So I watched a few videos, learned how to take the disconnect out. And guys, I'll tell you what, I might do a video on it. We'll see how the response is to this video. If there's enough people who are interested, I'll do a video and do a very good, well-lit, close-up, piece by piece, filmed at the right angles, so you can actually see what you're doing. But it was actually surprisingly easy, and you don't have to take the trigger group out. I was able just to basically push, because this rides in here kind of like above the trigger. I was basically able, actually like that, but I was able to basically push it against the spring pressure and work a little screwdriver in there and pop it right off. You don't need to remove that trigger at all. It was actually really, really easy, a lot easier than I expected. So this makes a pretty big improvement on the trigger, as I said. I find now that the trigger is smooth the entire way, beginning to finish. It doesn't bind in towards the end, and it's definitely helped my accuracy a little bit. It's kind of surprising without that sudden jerk at the end. This trigger goes all the way to the rear, and we're gonna, of course, make sure we're empty here, which we are, and we're gonna show you. You have that little bit of take up in the beginning, and then it just kind of very smoothly breaks at the end. There's a little bit of over travel there, like that much. Yeah, a little bit at the end, but not bad at all. Now prior to that, it would kind of seem to go, and would bind up around here, and then it would boom all the way back like that. What it seemed to do. And that was fine, because I would just kind of bring it back to that position, kind of take that little second to recompose, and then do the last hard squeeze. Now it's not doing that. The trigger is really smooth. I mean, it's heavy, it's still long, but that binding towards the end is gone. It really just pulls straight back, and when it breaks nice and smooth. And really, I can't believe how much that disconnect really messes with that trigger. You can see it kind of jerks towards the end a little bit as you, get close. You can see it kind of, when it breaks, there's that little bit of over travel. But overall, not bad. It definitely is a major improvement. You can see I can hold that pretty still when I fire it. Whereas before I tended to, when I shoot, I get to this point, kind of take my little rest, and it would kind of, give a little, there'd be a little tiny jerk that took so much effort to it. But now I've kind of found with I can really hold it still, just as still as I can hold my hand, as opposed to as still as I can pull the trigger finger. So, what an improvement. Now, I gotta preface by saying, guys, that modifying your gun can, of course, cause problems. You can cause your gun to malfunction. Who knows what? Plus, there's the whole legal aspect, voiding your warranty and all that. So don't do this without, knowing the repercussions and knowing and being very sure of your safety, that you're doing something safe and that you're not going to do something that may jeopardize yours or someone else at the firing range's safety. But overall, I like this gun a lot better without this piece.